whole Milagro, Megan Thee Stallion stuff, the streets are saying, the reporters are saying outside the courthouse that, you know, Milagro actually is holding her own when it comes to this conversation, and that Roc Nation lawyers really are trying to grapple and trying to make things make sense when that really isn't what's happening here. Hey guys, it's Marab Morali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video. Now, I'm not outside the courthouse, but many other reporters are there. This case doesn't have as much public interest as the P. Diddy trial. The courthouse, you know, outside, there aren't cameras everywhere, the press, etc. You know, none of that. But there are a few reporters here and there documenting what is going on. And the streets are saying that, you know, yesterday Milagro was mainly on the stand. Milagro Cooper is being sued by Megan Thee Stallion, for those of you that don't know. She's being sued for defamation and false information. Megan accuses Milagro of spreading falsehoods about her. She claims Milagro has been acting as a paid surrogate. There was a deep fake corn video. One of the biggest allegations that Milagro shared a deep fake video featuring a digitally manipulated Megan. Megan argues that this is an altered sexual depiction and wants an injunction to stop Milagro from distributing or promoting such content. Emotional distress and harassment, and the court is not dismissing it, and of course it's gone to trial. So that's basically what's happened. Milagro's response is that Megan must prove actual malice now, and she also denies real damage and is pushing back against some of the claims. A federal judge has ordered Milagro to pay $5,000 because she refused to hand over social media private messages. So that is basically the rough overview. I wanted to put that in there because I know there'll be some of you to say, Murad, what are you talking about? What is this case, and etc. This case does not have much public media, press, and etc. However, it is interesting, and because Roc Nation obviously are involved, they are supporting Megan. That's her client. I don't even think that Roc Nation even wanted to do this. Quiet as it's kept, guys, more legal fees is not what they want. They don't want to deal with that. And Megan's lawyers don't seem to be doing a great job from what the lawyers are saying. Even Megan Cunniff out there is displaying the fact that, you know, Megan Thee Stallion has exemplified some mistruths, and they're trying to connect dots back to Tory Lanez, and that really isn't what this is about. The case really isn't about whether Tory Lanez shot etc. XYZ. That's a separate case. And so if they're honing in on the Tory Lanez stuff, then, you know, it's a weak point. Now, I don't have a dog in this fight. I think that's how the phrase is. Am I saying it right? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Either side is not for me. I'm just really trying to be objective, more so now with this case than with any others. I was contemplating going out to Miami and doing this, but I'm just like, I don't know. Because I feel like this case will last a week. That's what they're saying, a week and a half max. But that Milagro held her own, and that she was putting up a good fight, even though I do feel like Megan is going to win. The reason why I say that, guys, is because Roc Nation is behind them. They have a strong support system. They are all ready to fill up the holes in the lies and to jump through the hoops. They probably even know the judge. They're probably having tea with the judge right now. Do you understand? I just don't feel like Milagro can win this because Megan's team is extremely strong, whereas Milagro's lawyers definitely are not. In comparison, I feel like they both are doing a good job, but Milagro is doing a better job than expected as of right now. She also did get quite emotional on the stand and did state that, you know, I just don't believe her. I don't believe Megan was shot by Tory. And to be honest with you, if Milagro feels that, then let her feel that. Do you understand? That's her entitled opinion. You don't have to believe that she was shot by Tory. I do believe that she was shot by Tory, but you don't have to believe that. And, you know, we should be able to believe or post or write what we want. Do you know what? Like, if she's entitled to that opinion, she's entitled to that opinion. If she wants to write that and talk about the fact that, you know what, I may like her songs, I might tap my toe, but to be honest with you, I just don't believe that she got shot. I'm so sorry. She's allowed to. Why is she not allowed to believe that? Like, I don't understand. Even though I don't agree with it, that's what it's entitled. Everybody's entitled to their own speech, their own, you know, freedom, whatever you want to call it. Now, Academic said that he was going to testify, but he got too scared because his friend got subpoenaed by Roc Nation, and he feels that the same thing's going to happen to him. He was never going to testify. I don't see that happening, to be honest with you. He's already dealt with Roc Nation. But I wanted to make this video because Roc Nation actually are underperforming. Their lawyers are underperforming. They're not doing that great, you know, when it comes to cross-examination and asking Milagro questions and etc. Even the jury had to stop the trial to say, who is Tory Lanez? The jury had to stop the trial. The jurors are asking, who's this man? The judge had to stop the entire trial for a minute and was reminding the lawyers on both sides that the jurors are confused. They don't know who's who. They don't know. They can't tell the difference between Auntie Paul and Auntie Christine. They just don't know. So they got to figure it out and make it a lot more clearer, because the jurors here seem to be very confused. And if the jurors are coming into this saying who's Tory on the first 2 days of the actual trial, Roc Nation don't have a good fight in this, because they should know. They should know who is who, especially somebody as significant as Tory. They should absolutely know that. So, you know, the fact that the jurors are not well equipped, I feel like can even aid Milagro in this case. Megan is also going to be taken to the stand today and tomorrow, I believe, and she's also going to be arguing the fact that she has lost a lot of money being here at this trial, and therefore that compensation Milagro has to pay for, which I just don't believe. That doesn't make sense. We've seen Megan do endorsements left, right and center everywhere for the past 8-9 months. I don't know what she could be doing right now that would be so significant. That would be so significant that therefore Milagro has to pay, and this is the financial compensation that, you know, she's liable of when it comes to defamation and when it comes to loss of money. That point to me is quite weak. Long story short, guys, Megan is suing Milagro because she believes Milagro has run a long-term harmful campaign of defamation, harassment and spreading manipulated content, including a deep fake, which has caused her emotional and reputational damage. So I do want to know what side you guys are on, if any of you guys are entrenched into this trial and have been waiting for it for over a year, and what your thoughts are on it. I just wanted to make this video because of my shock that Roc Nation actually aren't doing that great. Now, it's early days into the trial and things could easily change, and we can see what Megan is going to be cross-examined and what she's going to be saying for both, you know, lawyers. But I just thought that they would have well equipped Megan better. They would have cross-examined Milagro better. But Milagro put up a very strong fight, a lot more than I expected from what all the reports are saying and from what I'm reading and looking into. And that, you know, she was reading people, she was answering questions here and there, she was being genuine, and, you know, to her testament she was. And so I feel like the jurors will honor that. They will look at that, they will understand the power imbalance, and that, you know, this is somebody against a bigger company and corporate. But at the same time, me trying to be a realist, I just feel like Megan Thee Stallion has got this in the bag because of the financial backing that she has. She has a juggernaut company, Roc Nation, supporting her left, right and center and covering this entire situation. I just don't see how that can be defeatable, but we will just have to see. We will just have to see, guys. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a side in this fight. Some of you guys may say I should have a side in the side. I'm personally entitled to my opinions, much like Megan is, much like Milagro is. Everybody's entitled to their opinions or whatever they want to say. But I just, I don't know. I just feel like this case is very interesting. It's a minor one. It's not going to get much views discussing it and talking about it, and that's absolutely fine. But it just definitely is beginning to intrigue my interest, and it wasn't before. And, your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Who do you think is going to win, and what side are you guys on, and why are the Roc Nation lawyers not doing good? Why are they not getting it together? Why are they going through it? It's giving mess. Subscribe and I'll catch you guys soon.